adventure. United Adventure Company presents, in its third and final season, Welcome Home. Taking our adventurers to strange new lands. Introducing new foes and enemies. Revisiting the ancient homelands. Battling remembered monsters. Even the ones within ourselves. Our heroes find themselves in a new city, towers, and wonder. The forces of balance once again charge forth towards our heroes. Our heroes rise to meet them on the battlefield. Who shall conquer all? Who lays a finger on the scales of balance? Find out this and more on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/United Adventure Company. Welcome, everyone. Happy Saturday afternoon. It is United Adventure Company, and we are here today with the finale, part 3 of the Tales from the Loop 4 Seasons of Mad Science campaign. It has been a whirlwind and a blast. So much fun playing this one with everyone. We are still short one of our players, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up today, get things finished out and closed out, and then tonight, if you tuned in early, you saw the trailer. Welcome Home Dungeons & Dragons comes back for Season 3 of that campaign. We're launching tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you go ahead and hit that sub button right now so that you are subscribed. Get the notifications by ringing the bell, so when we go live, you're right there with us. Hey, BP, good to see you, as always, out there in Chatland. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed this conclusion episode. Couple of things. Really big shout out to our bud, our pal, our friend over at Richard Brooks Woodworking. I gotta show this thing off because it's really awesome. This dice tray, which now my green screen's acting up, but that's okay. Yeah. This dice tray is absolutely gorgeous. Lindsay has one. So does
Thorin has one.
And get yours today by going over to richardbrookswoodworking.com and checking out all the cool stuff. He's working on some dice towers as well. So yeah, it should be pretty cool, pretty fun for you to get all of your RPG needs. Or if you need a cutting board, he makes really awesome cutting boards as well. So make sure you tune in, check him out over there. He also does a YouTube channel, The Weekend Woodshop. So go check out our friend RB and all the work he does. I want to say thanks, cheers, and a big shout out to all of our Patreon supporters as well. Lord Thorin, Nathan, Aaron, and Two Wolf Design, thanks so much for your continued patronage. Several months now for each of you. I think we're pushing the 6-month mark and have really helped this channel grow. We've been able to pick up modules and actually pay for some custom art for some things. It's been a big help. You too can join the Patreon out there. Just look down in the description of the video. There's a link for you to click and go join the Patreon. And if you want to hang out with us, talk to us about the games, about just life in general, share crazy memes, and talk about doggos, you can join the Discord. That link is also down there in the description, so make sure you do that. Join our Discord. Even if you're watching this on a replay, just go ahead and join the Discord. We'd love to have you in our growing community. Thank you for everyone who has joined, helped, supported, and push that sub button. All right,
y'all beautiful.
Y'all all beautiful. Yeah, as Marcus would say, oh, it's beautiful. All right, thanks to our players today tuning in, joining us for this last one, Tales from the Loop. We're gonna get started. When we last left off our Tales from the Loop campaign, you were hunkered down at the entryway to a service tunnel that leads to the loop. You had just clicked the button, Marcus, on an EMP grenade rig that you had made up, a remote detonation. And we never concluded that before the end. We left on a cliffhanger. You were at the meadow where you had just witnessed robots getting indoctrinated into some kind of robot cult to take themselves to Valhalla to meet their god, Lena, the bane of your existence over these past 12 months. She has been in everything that you all have fought against, but now she's apparently a god to the robots. You did notice, however, through Isaac's eyes, the horrific murder of Lena by her very own robot, WR. Having seen that and tracked the robots now to this meadow, you learned at this meadow that they are preparing a ship not far away in an old scrapyard where it was left to rot away to nothing. The Nibelung. You also learned that there is a robot that is apparently infecting the produce and food at the local supermarket with the WR virus that converts people. And robots, apparently it can affect both into servants for WR, the robot who killed Lena. With that, we pick up. Any questions? Does that cover everything? Oh yeah, and you lost your clubhouse too. Remember, it got stolen a couple episodes ago.
It's kind of dire straits. I don't. I'm not feeling very confident about our plan.
I'm feeling confident in the
Are you?
detonate switch that I have on me.
All right. Well, I think this is over to Marcus to save the day.
All right, Marcus, you hit that button. Go ahead and make your roll. Was that a manipulate roll? I think we said it was going to be. Or yeah, I think it's manipulate or program. I can't remember. Let me look at my cheat sheet.
Program, maybe. I don't know. Do we have it?
Create and manipulate computer programs. Nope, it's a
Program?
yeah, it would be a
Tinker, maybe?
program.
Okay.
Electronic devices. It's a program.
Okay.
All right, so that's 5, 6, 7 dice.
Oh, and remember to reset your prides and well, not luck, but reset your prides
Okay.
for this session.
Two.
2 successes. All right.
Nice.
I can add the numbers up to equal 6, right, on all my dice?
No.
No, I can't. Cool. You're far enough away you can't see what happens, but it is eerily silent. The 2 firefighter robots that were protecting the glade outside stop as your EMP goes off. What does that look like? Describe to me the EMP blast, the radius. Like, what does it look like? Is it blue, red? Like, how'd you make it? Does it make a giant M in the sky?
Well, as I press the button, the grenades ignite, and you just see a bright red flash for just like a millisecond.
All right. This
So-
catches the eye of the 2 guard robots who turn suddenly towards the meadow inside the ring of trees. And you see that they it looks like their little water or foam cannon in the front has begun to power up. As you start to see the flicker of light in the trees, something has caught fire. Perhaps it shorted out some of the robots and they're now on fire. What are you all doing?
Now would be the time for us to run. Let's try to
Well,
get
how-
to. Let's try to get to the mainframe source of this so we can destroy it.
I think I was hanging back, if I remember right, from the last one. But if I'm able to see that the guards around me are distracted, I would like to use that opportunity to get a bit closer to Marcus and Liv.
I thought we went back to where Linda was.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
y'all were all back
had
together.
you?
Yeah, we
Sorry.
did.
Oh,
Yep.
if you're all together, then even better. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay,
you were
fine.
all together at the
Um,
entrance to the bunker.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, now's the time to go.
Well, how do we know it worked?
Obviously, they're already distracted, so
They're moving.
technically it worked. If
Well, why didn't it shut those robots down, Marcus?
out of range,
Well, how do we know what robots were actually caught in this thing? What if it wasn't WR?
I don't think WR is even here. I think that WR is at the junkyard, personally. But we
How
now
many
have
how many more bombs do you have?
That was all of them.
Oh.
We just have the Nerf guns now.
Why didn't
And-
we save the bombs for the Oh yeah, that's right, because we didn't know that they were going somewhere else until after we had planted the bombs.
Right.
Okay. Well,
But
we are here, and this is what's happened. So, and if we don't take this moment, then it's not going to come back. And if we die, then they're going to erect statues to us because we tried our best.
You're right. We just need to go ahead and move forward.
All right, so
All right.
back into the bunker then? Back into the tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think so.
you had rigged up the Gravitron to do a backfeed loop. Isaac was waiting for you there. When you return, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna initiate that, or do you want to wait and leave Isaac, take Isaac? How do you want to play that out?
What is the range on this? If this goes off, Marcus, what is the range? Can we be sure that we can get all of the robots?
theoretical range is all of Europe.
That's good.
Okay. Well,
So-
That's
the
definitely
theoretical
where we
range.
are.
Yeah, but that's theoretical. It's not a given.
True. Now, if I was able to tie it into the other loop that's in America, that would be a different story. Then we would send the entire world back into the Stone Age.
Well, then how
Okay.
are you going to use your technology?
Mine's all protected against the EMP. I'll be fine.
How do we know WR is not protected against EMP?
That's the reason why we need to find him first.
Yeah, all right. So what now? Do we get Isaac and take him with us to this field where they're having the robot cult, or what?
I think he's useful.
Well, Isaac's in position to set the thing off. So if we move him, then we don't have our last resort.
Fair point.
I mean, I have a direct radio connection to Isaac, so we could, if we needed him, we can just call him. But like I said, we take him with us or call him to us, we lose
that-
the ability to use the loop.
Is there not a way that we can radio to the machine, the loop itself, and then you can press a button elsewhere? No? Okay.
Not unless I had a lot more time.
I guess we have to leave. Okay. We have to leave Isaac here.
All right.
How much time do we have, Marcus? Before they all, I don't know. Is that it? Is they're destroyed, or?
Oh yeah, they're done. Whatever was in the blast radius of those grenades is done for.
Okay. They're not just lying down, yeah?
If they fell over. Otherwise, they're still standing. They just don't move.
Okay. Okay, so we have forever. This is good.
Not really forever.
But wouldn't
We have-
somebody have to repair them first?
Oh, they would have to completely redo all the wiring in them. So it would take quite a while for them to be repaired. But don't forget, they're also turning people and other machines as we speak.
Yeah. Are we sure that this thing is gonna change the people, the little nanite things that are in the people, that WR thing? Those are little robots, so would this work on them? It should, right?
Oh yeah, it would definitely work on them.
So what is stopping us just pressing the button right now? All of Europe free.
But we don't know if WR is shielded against EMP or not. That's what's really stopping us. Because
Well,
if we press the button and he's shielded, that means we just delayed what he was doing.
I would still have to contend with him. Yeah, I do think we need to learn more about WR.
And then we would also lose the capability of the Nerf guns. They would be fried too.
Because I was
Yeah.
thinking we could turn off every other robot, and then all we have to deal with is WR. But if we don't get our guns, then useless. Okay, let's find him. And how do we know when we find him? How do we know that he's protected or not protected, Marcus? Like, what are we looking for? Is his Faraday cage, or like is he rolling around in a big hamster ball, or what would it look like?
I mean, we don't know. He might be inside of a Faraday cage. He might be just naturally shielded, like a Faraday cage was built in underneath his armor or what. The easiest way to find out is for one of us to use our Nerf guns, and if he doesn't stop moving, then we're
Screwed.
in a whole bunch load more trouble.
But okay, the Nerf guns aren't going to work against him if he has his cage up, regardless.
Yes.
So either way, hitting the button and destroying our guns doesn't make any difference. The same effect happens. Either WR still exists and we can't use our guns, or we wait, we find out that we can't use our guns against him anyway.
But if we still have our guns working, and you guys can get me enough time, I could take the other two working guns and make something stronger. Maybe a laser. I don't know. It all depends on what I have on hand.
Okay. How are we gonna find him?
Well, those robots said that they were going to be at this field. They're doing some weird robot cult thing.
At the junkyard, building the ship. I know how to get to the junkyard from here. I've been there plenty of times.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Can we hide ourselves? Is there like an anti-robot like mud that we can put on our faces, or I don't know, like how are they looking at us? Do they look at us because they see like flesh, or like how do they know that we're here?
Linda, have you been watching Predator?
I just feel like we're not really thinking about this. I feel like we need to protect ourselves, Marcus.
Our heat signatures, Marcus. Well, robots put off heat too, I guess.
Yes, they put off heat too. They actually put off more heat than we do.
Well, then maybe that's how they know that we're
Maybe we
humans.
need to heat ourselves up.
Either way, no matter how much we try to prepare for this, we're always going to have the short end of the stick.
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't have enough information.
Exactly. If we had a lot more information, a lot more time, we would have been able to prepare for this a lot better, but they're exponentially growing in numbers right now. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 16.
Fine, but if we can hide ourselves, then we're more useful. Every time I try and sneak, I fall over.
There's plenty.
Very important. It's very important I try and hide.
There's plenty of hiding spots in the junkyard.
But if they can smell me with their robot smell tech, then doesn't matter if you're hiding behind a box, or if they've got the heat sensors, they'll be able to see. Like I wonder what it is that we can hide from. That's what I'm wondering.
Here's my reasoning, my thought process and reasoning for the junkyard. All right,
Okay.
Because it has a lot of resources for them.
No, I agree. The junkyard is the right place to go, but how do I hide myself?
I had another thought, y'all. Why don't we send Isaac to the junkyard and we stay here, and he can radio back to us if we need to hit the button?
Yes. That's better.
Then we get caught in the blast radius, And I have no clue what this is going to do to the human body.
That is a good point.
But if it covers the entirety of Europe, wouldn't everybody in Europe be part of the blast radius?
That's also a good point.
They would be part of the blast radius, but they wouldn't be at ground zero. Ground zero is the worst.
Okay, so I guess then we just have to go to the junkyard and just try to hide as best we can. I mean, because we don't know what kind of tech they have.
We don't know the tech that they have. The likelihood of us being found is greater in the junkyard, but there are still places for us to hide. The excess metal that's around there is going to help mask us from whatever type of survey equipment that they have.
I'm gonna wear some metal. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna wear it.
I mean, that's pretty metal.
It is literally metal.
Exactly.
Linda, you should be fine.
I think
Is
you
it?
meant live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Liv.
I was like, wait a minute.
Marcus is under a lot of stress right now.
Oh, Liv.
Let's
sorry.
go. Let's just go to the junkyard. Okay, let's save the world. Okay?
Yeah, we just have to do it. I mean, and even if, like you said earlier, Linda, even if we die, they're going to erect statues for us. So it'll be
That's really
fun.
important. It's really important that we have. Oh, maybe we should write a note. I'm gonna write a quick note if that's okay, and I'm gonna leave it where we are, and it will just say, "To whom it may concern, if you find this, it means we've all died, but we died trying to protect you. Please erect statues and our names."
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Yep. You write a quick note. You all
Yeah.
have headed back through the tunnel, or are you gonna try to leave from the meadow to go to the
What's the quickest? Do you reckon?
Quickest would probably be going to the meadow. The safer route is try to find our way through the tunnels to the junkyard.
Well, you said time is of the essence.
Yes.
So should
That's the
we
reason
just
why I
get-
kept saying we should go now.
Okay. Well, then let's go now.
Let's go. What are you waiting for, Marcus? Come on.
Nice.
Hurry up, Marcus. Okay. Yeah, let's skedaddle.
Cool.
That space-time rip is starting to look like a really good idea right now.
There, the two firefighting robots have sprayed the foam on, and you don't need to make a sneak to get past them. They are attending to the fire, but you can take a look into the tree line as you run past. And yeah, the pressure's getting to Marcus. It's reaching a boiling point. And you can see that there are several downed robots. There are also a few that are up. It looks like the two that were at the front leading the conversation are still up, and they're tending to the other robots. They seem to be concerned.
Didn't work for all of them.
Marcus, those two were shielded.
Shut up and go.
Okay.
Well, if they're going to be shielded, then WR is definitely going to be shielded. It's good info.
It is good info.
And
You
the
should write it
sun,
down in your notebook, Linda.
I have.
the sun begins to set as you're running towards the junkyard. You know where it is, and you get there, and sprawled out across this junkyard are just wrecked ships, downed ships. It's a junkyard, but hovering almost center, 50 feet off the ground, is this large gas freighter. Obviously, once used to, Marcus would know this, to haul ore from a mining settlement. It is held aloft by the gigantic magnetic discs of the magnetrine engine. Hovering there, the ship, previously a yellow but now covered with rust. You can see kind of spots of yellow throughout it. On the roof, there's a huge antenna that hangs off. It looks makeshift, kind of like something Marcus would make. And there are robots milling about throughout the entire junkyard. Some of them look like they're scavenging parts. Alongside of them, you see humans doing the same thing.
Can I ask, was there any sort of discernible difference, like looks-wise, between the robots who ended up sort of falling to this bomb, or the ones that didn't? Do you know what I mean? Like, would we be able to look at these ones and say those are the types that would be protected or not?
Without knowing the full like hierarchy structure completely of how WR has set everything up,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to tell by looking.
Okay.
I would give you all I'd give you a roll to see if you could discern just through
Yeah.
the thought process of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe a calculate roll might be a good one to make here. That's a
Not a comprehend. It's fine.
Yeah, not a comprehend.
Not a comprehend.
Not a comprehend. Know how technical items work and how to use, manipulate, or destroy them.
I got
successes.
2.
All right. Look at you go.
I
My
rolled
lucky
1
day.
dice. I rolled 1 and I got a 6.
Yes.
Well, it looks like all of y'all have kind
We
of
figured it
this
out all at the same time.
These look like worker bees that similar to the ones that were being indoctrinated. They are service robots. They are mechanic robots, simple single program to execute a task, right? A single task robot. Whereas the ones that were leading, they were more advanced looking robots. They had more human-esque figures, shapes and whatnot. So they were more like AI android than worker bee robots. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We could take these ones.
I think we should just go through them because they're probably not even going to notice us.
Oh, that's clever. We could pretend that we're the the humans with the nanos in them.
Yeah,
If
we
they
could probably
ask
just
anything.
pick something of semi-value up and walk it towards the ship.
Yeah.
If we can get on this ship, then we might be able to do something about WR and possibly something more.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And at the very least, if need be, we can destroy the ship.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, the teenagers who got me, and they're actually robots, but they look like teenagers, but they were robots. They look like those kids, and they knew who I was, and said I was to come with them. So what say that they're not all programmed, know exactly who we are, and pick us up immediately as soon as we show ourselves.
Well, if they think we've already been indoctrinated, then maybe they'll leave us alone.
But if they're working off the hive mind, then they would already know that we're not. So a disguise might be good.
Yeah.
As you survey the kind of edges of the scrapyard, you notice that underneath the ship, there's this like pond of murky water. Marcus, you would know that it gets that way after rain sometimes. There are concrete slabs that jut out, and they're covered in blackberry thickets. And there's a hum. It's not an electrical hum, and you can kind of make it out in the little bit of reflecting light. There are swarms of mosquitoes throughout this entire junkyard.
I hate mosquitoes.
Quick search around might turn up a few things for you if you want to search around.
Yeah, let's look for a way to disguise ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would there be like fabric as well? No, fabric wouldn't do anything, would it? We just change our clothes. Doesn't make any sense.
There are several
Okay.
old like rusty scooters, that flying hover scooters. There are lots of just junk parts laying around. So if you
Are there
wanted to
any
try-
like hazmat suits or gas masks or things that will
Um,
cover my face?
there are oxygen masks from,
Yeah, that.
like an airplane drop down kind of oxygen mask. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find some of those for us.
Yeah, sure.
Things that will hide our faces.
I see one issue though.
Okay.
The mosquitoes.
What about them?
The people that have the nanites in them won't react to being bitten. We will.
We can just like suck it up and like not react.
Or
I mean,
I
I'm
can
strong
cure-
enough.
Or if we can find 2 more of these hover scooters, I can jury-rig them to kind of like give us a bit of a one-time super boost up to the ship.
Okay, well then let's look for some scooters.
Scooters and masks, okay? That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
Easily
If we find
done.
any fabric, we could make some hoods too.
Yeah. And maybe we can put mud on our faces and then the mozzies won't go near us. That's the thing. I read that.
Yeah, all that is easily found. Several scooters. You find enough you think you could maybe piece them together. It might take you a few minutes. The mosquitoes are starting to come at you and starting to bite you a little bit as they've locked onto your CO discharge. They're starting to kind of swarm around you a bit. Go ahead, whoever's going to work on the scooters, make me a tinker roll. Whoever's going to work on the hoods and oxygen mask kind of facial distortion, go ahead and make a tinker roll as well.
That's going to be
I'm
10
gonna-
dice.
I'll work on the masks.
Yeah. I'll fail at making some hoods. Why not? Yep,
Oh,
that's fail.
No, but I'll help you, right? Wait.
Well, I was just making the hoods, so
I've also failed. You got
wow.
You got 5.
5.
All right, you get enough together. You have actually tell me what you build. I'll let you tell me what you build with 5 successes. I think that's
I had 10 dice since I had my crowbar on me.
Wow.
nice.
So once all the scooters are brought over, I'm scavenging through the heaps of junk piles, finding extra almost dead batteries, throwing them on there, and basically removing the limiter chips on them. So there is no maximum speed. But as soon as you basically hit the big red button to go fast, and it says "Go fast now" on the button, once you hit it and you release it, the motors are done. They're fried. So it's a one-way trip.
All right. Y'all have the masks and the fabric, and it's just not working out, Linda and Liv. But you figure you could put the mask on, like it still has.
We can just put it on. We'll put them on. It's fine. They don't need to connect or anything. We're being clever and we don't need to. And put mud on your face. Everyone put mud on your faces. It will cool you down. I think that's good. And the mozzies won't get you. And that's good. And we'll disguise our foreheads, which is also good.
All
I'm gonna put mud
right.
all over my arms.
You two can do that. No.
Well, if you want to die, Marcus, that's fine.
I'll take my chances.
Okay. Well,
I think it's worth trying, and I'll put mud on myself too.
But
Yeah, that's
otherwise, the scooters are ready.
okay, good. You gonna put the mask on and the robe?
Do you see the big red button?
I don't care. You don't want to draw attention to yourself.
So you need to cover yourself with mud and put on an oxygen mask.
Come
That's how
on.
you don't attract attention to yourself.
There's no I in team, Marcus.
As I jump onto the scooter, I'm just like,
He's
nah,
gonna kill us.
Nah.
Well, this way he's the one that's going to draw the attention, and you and I will live.
I am gonna write another note, and I'm gonna write another note, and I'm gonna keep it on my person, and it will say, if we die, just so you're aware, it's because Marcus didn't put mud on his face and body, and didn't wear the mask, and didn't wear the robe. So he doesn't get a statue. And then I'm gonna just put it back in my backpack.
Nice.
Okay, let's go.
Marcus, you're fairly familiar with the layout of these ships. And you see there are lights on. I just put a picture in the Discord for y'all. There are what looks like some kind of light in the rear of the ship, the aft end, where it looks like there are little windows on the left side of the map there. And there seems to be an opening. See where it points to entrance door? There seems to be an opening right there. Light is streaming out of that.
that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
This ship is really, really big, y'all.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
huge. It's massive. It's larger than any house you've ever seen. This thing would crush 2 or 3 houses if it landed on it.
All right.
I'm scared.
It's perfectly natural to be scared, Linda. It's okay.
I think so. I think it means that we're getting closer.
I think so too.
Okay.
I think we need to get in there to get this over with.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
let's go.
All right. Let's pause right here for a moment to set the stakes and build the showdown. This is it. This is the big boss fight.
Oh,
right? We're gonna set the
we're not
stakes.
ready.
We're gonna set.
We've
the
got
stakes.
Nerf guns. What are you talking about?
Yes, we're gonna set the stakes. What's at stake? All of humanity. No pressure, kids. Right? Get my cheat sheet out here. My lovely Tales from the Loop Game Master screen.
Beaut.
All right, what's at stake? All of humanity's survival. So,
Remember, at any time we can press that button. Marcus, can you test it? Can you say over, Isaac? Can you hear me? Do it now
It's a-
and make sure.
It's a one-way signal. If I test it, he's pressing the button.
Oh. Okay.
right, I will set the stakes of this at almost impossible.
No.
Yes, it's going to be very difficult for you all. And then it is time for you all to make your plan. I'll give you a few minutes here to just kind of talk out everything that you want to do, how you want to approach this. Make your plan, and once you decide what your plan is, then we'll move on to the next step in extended trouble.
So, by almost impossible, how many successes do we need to get?
That's a total of 12,
Okay.
which shouldn't be hard for you all, I don't think.
Okay. That's okay. This is going to be almost impossible, but it's possible, right? Almost impossible means that it's possible.
We have this. We have it. We have to.
We have to
save
have it.
humanity, but we're also the best. We are the best. And I'm using lead, by the way. We're the best at what we can do, and we have saved the world a number of times already. And Linda, you are one of the smartest people I know, and Marcus, you are one of the other smartest people that I know, and we have this. We have it in the bag. We can do it.
And your guitar playing has really picked up, and your drums as well.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I might be able to, I don't know.
I just thought we were
maybe the
doing
humans.
compliments.
Oh, okay.
It's good though. I just wanted to pick you up as well. You picked up me up. Thank you. Um. Now what?
All right. So
I'm gonna go
using
ahead and
lead.
roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your lead. Add to your dice pool
Okay.
there.
So once we get there, we don't know who's going to be there. I don't know how we can make a plan. What do we expect will be there?
3 successes.
Nice.
All right, you get to add what is it? 6 dice to your dice pool.
Nice. We're gonna need
I
it.
think. Let's see. Lead,
Yeah.
lead. Yes, 6 dice.
Okay. Let's maybe we can save those for any movement based we need I'm so concerned. Okay, so what are we expecting as soon as we get there? Marcus, have you seen this
Robots.
kind of build have you seen this kind of ship before?
Well, yeah, I've spent a lot of time in ones that were down a few times, so I know the
Okay.
interior of them fairly well. We get into there, we're basically going in directly underneath the bridge. So probably going to be running into a lot of the higher end robots that are there.
They're the ones that don't react to the
So
EMP, right?
So what I'm thinking is we boost jump up into that door, and as soon as we get in through the door, we jump off these hover bikes and let them do what they need to do.
Well, one thing we could do is if we get up there and we see people, then maybe I can, like, empathize with them or charm them if they still have any humanity left at all.
That's good. And I need something to understand. I need something. I really need something to comprehend. I can't think of anything. But I can investigate, so maybe I can walk around and try and see if there's any way of finding WR or
If you could find also the main power source for
Okay.
the ship, that
Yeah.
would be great. That way we can
Yeah.
I could overload the power plant for the ship that would cause a massive EMP across the entire ship.
yeah.
Even
See,
a
that's
Faraday
great
cage,
idea.
even a Faraday cage wouldn't even be able to stop it because you're at ground zero.
Because they're all plugged
Oh.
into it too, right?
Well, they're all connected. I don't know if they're actually plugged in.
So I'll go and I will find the main power source, and then can I try and overwhelm it, or should I just tell you, Marcus?
You can.
I might
you
mess
could
it up. I might mess it up, and then
messing it up would probably be a good thing in this case because you want it to overload.
it's true.
Hmm.
Maybe I could put
And while you are doing that,
my juice in it.
Liv, and I'm actually going to be using my leadership here on this one. Liv, I would like you to actually find something that would play something that's on this particular frequency that I've been following, and I show her the frequency. It says, I know you know some type of music that has that type of frequency in it. Here, listen to it. If you play something on the opposing frequency, it should interrupt the signal going from one robot to the other.
And you know what? That's the frequency I need to play is a Number of the Beast, and that's my favorite song.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and roll my leadership here. That's... Hey, it's something. It might give us some more dice. It's only 3, but...
3. That's good.
3 successes? Or
3 dice in the dice pool, 1 success.
1 success?
Okay.
That gives you...
It's like a
2,
I
right?
think it's 2. Yep, 2 dice.
Yeah.
2
And that's
dice.
still 8 in the dice pool.
Yep.
Now, while all of that
Okay.
is going on, I'm going to make my way up to the bridge and see if I can at least knock out the antenna. And if I come across WR, I will hit him with my Nerf gun.
Okay. And if we're in trouble, we can just shoot them with our guns, yeah? We have 2 bullets each.
One.
One. So we
One.
have 1 bullet each. Um, I'm gonna try and find some sort of um baseball bat or some sort of implement that I can hit them with if I need to, but that's just by the by. As soon as I can, I'm gonna try and find the power source and fuck it up. And you
Your
guys
bit.
will you'll know if it works because the power will go out, right? So I don't need to tell you.
Oh, the power will go out, the ship will fall from the sky, and we should be okay because we're on the upper decks.
Okay.
And even if
So
we're not, they're going to put up a statue for us. So
yeah, that is good. But I would rather they can identify the bodies. So we should make sure
We
that
should be fine.
okay.
It's only the lower decks that get damaged. We
Okay.
might get hurt a little, but we should be
Just
fine.
just make sure you put something on your heads, okay?
okay, a helmet, that makes sense.
Helmet. If you can find a helmet, put the helmet on.
I mean, I'm still carrying my helmet. I could always just put that on.
I'm not carrying a helmet. I'll find something.
We'll
A
find
bowl.
something. I don't have a pot. They might have a pot up there.
That's good.
That might work.
That might work. There you go. All right.
Okay, so we're trying to do like an almost a non-confrontational approach, right? Like we're just
Divide and
going
conquer,
in.
right?
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think it's
Well,
gonna work.
Almost non-confrontational. The only person that's actually going to be going into a confrontational aspect of this is this guy.
But what's your
Marcus is being
confrontation? What, like, what, ring in Isaac? What's your confrontation? That or shooting WR, but whoever sees WR shoots WR.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And also, guys, if I need you, I'll scream.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
no, we should have a bird call, a specialized bird call.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was just about to say, you're probably going to be screaming like every 5 seconds.
Is it gonna be like that?
It could be.
Well, how are we gonna get past everyone then? Just by
Quietly,
being.
if you don't yell.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
Linda swears when she's stressed.
I'm sorry. I'm stressed.
It's fine, Linda. You can say bad words. This is a stressful situation.
Nice.
Okay. I'm just not very sneaky. Okay. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it.
All right. Are y'all ready? So the plan is Liv's gonna jack in or find a way to jack in and play some music that counters the control frequency, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I see people beforehand and I think they have any humanity left in them, then I'm going to try to talk them down.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I'll do the same as that.
And then Linda's heading to the power.
I'm good. Yeah, so I'm gonna head in, try and find a map and figure out where the main power would sit using my comprehend or investigate rather. It's very clear. And then from there I'll try and jam it or mess it up. But I've got similar to Liv. If I see a lone person, I can have a go at that. If I see WR, I can fire a little thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna see how it goes. But that's my main
So,
thing.
Linda, you are going to have to go all the way to the very front of the ship.
Don't tell me, Marcus. Then I can't use my comprehend and investigate.
No, you can when you get there. You can investigate.
Oh, okay.
To figure out
Okay.
if you know what
Okay.
to do.
Okay.
He can
Well,
tell
could
you
it
how to
be
get
in the
there.
machine room? I don't know. I
No.
don't know anything about ships.
The ship, the engine is actually in the nose cone of the ship.
Okay.
That's where she needs to go.
What, the very back? On the right
Very
hand side of
front.
the left hand side. So where we are, basically.
Well, if you're looking at the picture that
Yeah, I am.
that was put up, is the very right hand side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then Marcus is gonna try to make his way to the bridge as quickly as possible, which looks like it might be a level above your entry door. And confront WR if he's there. If not, try to take control of the ship and do what
And destroy that radio tower.
Yes. All right. The stakes are set. And the plan is made. So, you push the buttons on the hover bike board things that Marcus has made up, and away you go, flying into the darkening skies, the mosquitoes swarming down below you. You're flying across this junkyard, seeing all the little minion robots and humans down there, picking up pieces and parts, and it looks like they're just piling them underneath the ship. Maybe they're trying to feed the Graviton so it keeps it afloat. You know, just put more iron down there so it helps lift the ship even more. You're flying, the door is getting closer and closer and closer. Are you flying single file? Are you 3 wide? How are you flying?
Single file.
Okay, single file. Just wanted to make sure I'm not gonna try to squeeze in at the last moment there. You don't have to make any rolls to get in. The door is plenty big enough. You get inside. It's dimly...
before, sorry, the ones that were getting the iron and all that, did they look at us at all?
Nope, they didn't even look up.
Okay, good.
Yep, they didn't look up, and
it's the mud.
You land inside the entryway. It looks like a landing dock. There is a big door. What do you call it? Door with a big spinny wheel thing on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of open. There's no one in the entryway right here, but you hear things moving around in the ship. You can hear clanging and banging around.
Okay.
A static breaks the silence of the area you're in, and a metallic voice rings out from a speaker above you. Welcome aboard, children. I knew you would come eventually.
WR, I presume.
You are correct. Then you must be Marcus. Catch me if you can. Find me if you want to. But you shall not survive this, or neither shall I.
Oh, you're definitely not going to survive. That I will make sure of.
And with that, the door in front of you that was cracked open slams shut, and you hear and the wheel just locks shut, and the entrance door behind you slams shut and locks.
No.
You're now locked in.
Oh, shit.
It just got real, everybody.
Okay, well, just remember the statues, okay? Just remember the statues. You can see it. They can see us.
Yeah, do me a favor. Hide. You see that big crate over there? Go hide behind it.
Why?
I'm gonna press the button on my scooter.
Okay.
Okay, duck.
Boop.
Are you on it?
No, I'm off of it. I
Okay.
just jumped off, told the girls to hide, and I just go.
You're just trying to see if it will crash into the door and blow
in
it open.
through the door.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Let's make a... Trying to think. Seems like it would be a program or a force roll. You tinkered to get them working. This is
Probably
kind of got to overcome the force of the door, so I'm thinking it would... What are you thinking?
Well, it's not your force, though, is it? It's like the
No, it's
machine's
not.
force.
So it's the machine's force. So
Yeah.
it would be tech. So yeah, let's do a program to manipulate computer programs and electronic devices. Let's see if you can see if there's any gas left in this thing Um,
Well, while this is happening, I want to have a wee look around and see if are there any cameras and speakers. Like, can I see them?
there are speakers, but there's no cameras.
Okay.
Got a 3, so
You got 3 successes. It slams into the door, and you see it just crumple. This rusted old scooter that didn't have much left to it just almost disintegrates as it hits this door. It clangs very loudly throughout, but it doesn't look like it's overcome the force of the door.
well, it was worth a shot.
Maybe we can just unwheel it, undo the wheel. You know?
No, maybe we could try.
Well, we're here now anyway.
All right, so I go over to the door and
Be brave.
I put my crowbar onto the wheel to try to spin it free to unlock the door.
All right. That will be a
This-
force roll.
Yep. 5, 6, 7. Hey, it's the same dice pool. I got 1.
One success. Hey, you give it everything you got. That wheel's not turning. But you do see an electronic keypad next to it, next to the door.
Should I go ahead and try to find a jack to plug into?
I'm gonna sneak off while this is all happening. I want to sneak. I'm gonna move off, and try and enact my little plan to find the power source on the end.
All right, I got some hacking to do.
You're kind of stuck in this entryway, and the only way out
it's
is to go
stuck.
through
Okay.
this door. That
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay, fine.
Liv,
All
you
right.
can, if you know enough about electronics, you could think about maybe wiring up the speaker, reverse wiring it. That's the only thing that you see audio related in here.
Could I have a look at the keypad and see if there's like marks to show which numbers or letters or whatever are most?
They're all worn off. You look at it,
Oh,
there's
worn?
no discernible pattern. They're all like, it's so old. Can't even tell if they're numbers, letters, hieroglyphs, what they are.
Okay. Okay.
But you can make a tinker roll to see if you can open the door.
I will do such a thing. I need to increase that by 3 dice.
What happened?
7.
7 successes? All right.
What are you doing? What's up? What's
I have 10 dice when I tinker.
10 dice and 7 of them are 6s?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't believe Marcus. I don't know.
There's shenanigans going on over there, but I'll let it slide. Yeah, you managed to find the wires in here, short them out. The lock fizzes, the wheel spins, and it opens up.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
We're moving into the ship now, right? That wasn't to get us out. That's what I thought. I thought we were locked in rather than.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are firmly locked
Now
in.
we can go.
Now we
Yeah.
can go in deeper.
You can go
Yeah,
in
yeah,
deeper
yeah, yeah.
into the ship. Yep.
Okay.
And yes, so you
Okay.
get to. We'll probably have to do this in turns because you get to the main hallway. It branches left and right, and there's a stairwell that goes up.
Okay. Would I be able to understand how to get to the frontal engine?
Marcus would
Is
have
there a
probably
map or
given you
something? Oh yeah.
directions.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
And if you can, kind of remember the directions, you
Yeah.
got to go right and go all, keep following it, that
Yeah.
hallway as far forward as you can go.
Okay.
Let's start with Linda. Liv, what at this point, are you gonna go left, right, or up?
Marcus, where should I go to jack in? The machine room, you think? Mechanical?
No, administration. You want to go left.
Okay.
That makes sense. And then Marcus, you're gonna go up to the bridge. Cool. All right, we'll start then with Linda going right.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just gonna get my running shoes on. And look how far away I'm gonna be from you guys. Okay. Yeah.
Don't forget the dice pool.
Yes.
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 As you're walking down, you hear different robots like clinging and clanging coming from the hallways. You're not sure what they're doing. You get a little ways down and there's an intersection and you see light at one end kind of moving and shaking. You have to make a sneak roll to get past this intersection.
Okay, that was the one I didn't want. All right, so it's 2. Okay. Everyone wish me loads of luck. And whenever we're doing the dice pool, do we have to declare that before we roll?
I think we said yes, that if you're going to use dice from the dice pool, you have to pull them out ahead of time.
Okay. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to use 2 of those because that I've only got 2. Okay. Oh, there is one success. One success.
All right. You wait for the light to kind of pivot from you and do a little, maybe a somersault roll or something, and you get to the other side.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get through there, a steel sheet comes down from the behind you and locks the corridor off, where you are now cut off from your team of help.
I really wish someone had seen this.
And you hear a voice, that metallic voice comes over the speaker. Missed you. I missed you. I'll stop you. You won't stop me. I'll stop you.
Mister, what do you want?
And he doesn't respond. He just cackles evilly.
Okay, I'm going to keep moving.
And you keep moving. Liv, you head left. At the end of your hallway, there is a stairwell. There's a door at the top of the stairwell. It's cracked open, and there are some light shining out.
All right, I'm gonna try to move as quietly as I can up to it.
All right. Make me that move roll to get up there.
All right, move.
Or a sneak. Actually, yeah, make a sneak. If you're moving that quietly, make a sneak roll.
Damn. I was hoping you were gonna let me do a move, but okay.
Sorry. The book says sneak, so I'm gonna stick with the book.
1 success.
1 success. You
Nice.
sneak to the top of the stairs successfully. And
Are we counting our successes, by the way?
I have been.
okay.
Okay.
So we're up to 9 in my count. Because of Marcus's weird
7.
7, then I got 1, then you've got 1.
Okay.
It sounds impossible. It's almost impossible, but with Marcus's dice, anything
Yeah.
is possible.
I can't help I'm really good today.
Liv, you get to the top of the stairs, the door's cracked open, and you hear scurrying around inside. And about that time, a thunderous roar, the whole ship shakes and vibrates, and it's almost deafening. Marcus, you recognize the sound. The engines have just fired on full thrust. You feel the ship lurch as it starts to take off and move. You're all caught off balance by that. So, gonna need y'all to all roll for me a what is it? I guess that's gonna be a move roll. Everybody's gonna need to make a move. This does not count towards the success of trouble. This is a reaction to save yourself. 2, 1, 2.
Nope.
Oh, Liv, you fall down the stairs, twisting your ankle, and you're gonna pick up a condition. What are you?
Injured.
You're injured.
Yep.
Okay,
Injured.
Liv, you're injured. at the bottom of the stairs, and
I think I sprained my ankle.
the voice crackles over the speakers. Ha ha! We're going. I've got you now. There's no stopping me. And the door at the top of the stairs swings open, and there is a robot at the top. It looks like a one of your favorite shows, actually, BattleBots. It looks like a BattleBot, and it's got this saw blade on the end of an arm that goes up and down, and it's just spinning. It looks like it's going to try and come after you. With that, we're going to skip downstairs back to Marcus. You're at the base of the stairs as the ship lurches. You hold on to the railings, and you hear the echoing of the voice boxes over the different areas of the ship. There's a door at the top of the stairs. It is closed, and you imagine locked. You know this door leads right onto the bridge.
I need to get onto the bridge, so I'm going to try to force my way through it.
All right. No successes.
Oh, that's not like you.
And
I must have used up all my luck.
Yeah.
the voice crackles. Ah, Marcus, you must be stronger. Here, let me help. And the door buzzes. The wheel spins. It swings open, and the room has it's the bridge. You recognize it. You see WR standing at the far end of the bridge. I'm going to put a picture in the Discord for y'all so you know what the bridge looks like. And I will share it with the viewers. There's the bridge. Open. So there's a picture of the bridge. You see that you came up the stairs right there, almost center of the bridge. WR is at the far side, manipulating some consoles. There are 7 other robots in this room, manipulating controls as well. You also see a human in here, and you recognize him. It's Liv's sweetheart crush, Thrasher. Has been looks like he's been taken over by some of the what do you call it? WR. That's the word. And he looks like he is serving his lord and master now.
It's not very metal.
Everybody at home what the bridge looks like. And WR will say, "Stop him! Whatever you do, stop him!" What are you gonna do, Marcus?
Well, I'm going to try to move around and get a clear shot on WR with my Nerf gun. And really, really hoping I can also get Thrasher in the line of fire as well.
That will be a very difficult shot.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say in the line of fire, do you mean in the disruption blast when it goes off?
Yeah. So this kind of goes off in like a shotgun. So the closer you are, the more dense it is. And then as it cones out, it becomes a little bit weaker. So the most effective range is actually 5 meters. It's kind of like its midpoint.
Okay, so that would pretty much go wall to wall. And based on what I rolled, so I rolled a d8 minus 1 to determine what seat Thrasher was at. He's in seat 2. And if If you figure WR is just center all the way at the top of the bridge, that's within the 5-meter range. If you hit WR dead center, the disruption blast should, you think, maybe hit Thrasher as well. As long as you design this properly. Hey man, the dice.
You get loads of them.
The dice shall tell.
Good luck.
7 dice, because it's underneath program.
Oh, I don't like that look.
I don't want to even look at it yet.
Yeah, just take a moment to think good thoughts.
So, got 1.
1 success. Yeah, your Nerf gun fires off. It flies, and out of absolutely nowhere, you didn't even see this robot like drone thing flies down and hits your Nerf dart, knocks it off course. Of course, it goes off on impact, disrupts this drone. It falls to the ground, clattering, scattering pieces and parts everywhere. WR just laughs at you. And let's see, where does it land? All right, it still lands within. Thrasher kind of shakes his head, looks around. What? Like, what's going on, dude? Where am I?
Thrasher, start breaking things.
All right, with that, we're gonna jump back to Linda.
Yay!
Linda, you pick yourself up off the wall as you've kind of been thrown sideways. You caught yourself. You right yourself. Mission focus back towards the.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep traveling forward.
Yeah, you keep traveling forward. Eventually, you come to a locked door in front of you. And the voice comes over a speaker. What do you think you're doing? You can't go in there. You're not allowed.
Okay, I must be getting closer. Be quiet. Either talk to me or be quiet. I'm trying to work. Is there a way that I can figure out how to get into this door? What's the lock?
Yeah, there's a keypad on the side, and there's a big wheel.
Okay.
So force or tinker.
Let's go with tinker, I suppose. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 5. Nope.
All right.
What? But I keep going, right? I keep going. Can I use my pride?
Yes, you can use your pride on this.
We have to get this working. I have to get through. Let's do this. There was no successes.
All right. The panel zaps, sparks fly everywhere, and you take a condition as you get shocked. You're electrocuted.
Damn.
Are you upset, scared, exhausted, or injured?
I'm gonna go with injured.
Okay. So you
Today.
and Liv are both at a -1 for your next rolls.
Okay.
So -1 to your dice.
-1. Damn.
I told you, you're not allowed in there. That's what you get for tinkering around with things you shouldn't be messing with, little girl.
Open the door. I'm only a child.
Join me and I'll open
What
the
are
door
you
for
scared of? Join you in what?
In our conquest to Valhalla. For Lena, she lives. She waits for us all there. You shall see. I'm
No,
taking us.
Lena's in the dinosaur place.
Yes, Valhalla. We shall be there.
If you let me in this door, I'll come with you.
Behind you, you hear what sounds like something rolling on the floor. You look behind you to see this rolling robot. It looks like a bowling ball,
Right?
but it's just rolling like think of like a BB-8 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I able to like pick up any sort of implement? I don't really have any weapon on me. Oh, I've got my little Nerf gun, don't I?
Mhm.
Okay.
You do have your Nerf gun.
I don't know if this is worth doing a Nerf gun if it's like a
rolling
Wii.
right down the hallway to you. Its mission looks like, if you had to guess, is to stop you from trying to open that door.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make use of my little gun and I'm gonna try and fire it at this little thing.
All right.
But do I have time? Do I have time to say WR? Call off your little weird dog robot. We're trying to talk.
Just accept your fate. You'll come with us to
No.
Valhalla.
I'll come with you when you open the door and you let me have a look about.
There's nothing to see in there.
And the robot.
I'm
does
gonna
not
shoot.
stop.
I'm gonna shoot your thing. I've got a gun. You
You're
want it
just
to die?
distracted.
Okay. All right. Watch this, WR. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it.
All right. It's going to be a what
What do we call that?
program
Program. Okay.
or
Okay.
wait, did we
Okay.
say program or calculate on that? What did I make you roll, Marcus?
Program.
Program.
They're both. It's both the same
Yeah.
number for me anyway. So. But yeah,
They're kind of the same.
I got a success.
You got one
One-
success.
Yeah.
Yeah. It lands on the robot. A short red blast, and the robot whirls to a stop. And you now
Look
have
what I did.
a Nerf gun club.
You see that, WR? And I've got 40 bullets. 40.
It's fine. I have more robots than you have bullets.
All right.
I don't think so. This is rechargeable.
And we'll jump up to Liv, laying on your back, your ankles hurting so bad. But there's that little robot, and it starts, its legs extend down the stairs as it's walking towards you down the stairs.
All right. I look at the Nerf gun and I go, I don't want to use it, but I have to, so I'm going to shoot at it.
All right.
What did we say that it takes?
Program.
Program.
All right.
That was
I'm
one.
going to sing softly to myself, Number of the Beast,
Nice.
As you
to get-
focus.
to use my pride, which I could actually use that to get one automatic success. Okay, so one automatic success. And then I'm going to take 3 from the dice pool, which leaves us with what, 5?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
4?
It leaves us with 3 because we had 8. I took 2. 6. You take 3. We have 3 left.
Okay, I'll take 2 then instead. We
Okay.
have 4 left.
But I think you only need. How many successes?
We only need 1 more. We have 11 successes.
Okay. So, I don't
No,
know.
hold on.
Is one
I
success
have to-
enough? Like, do I have to roll to get more?
One success is enough to stop the servant robots. Yes. So if
Okay,
you
then
use
I'm
your
not gonna
pride and
roll.
just shoot, then
Yeah. All right. Cool. Then I don't have to use any of the dice pool.
Okay.
all right.
So-
So you use your pride, you fire, it hits the robot, zaps it out. The saw blade stops spinning, and it starts tumbling down the stairs. Make a move to get out of the way because it could land on you.
Okay. So that is, and then I have to take 1 out of there because I have to have a condition. Oh no, it falls on me.
It falls on you.
Oh.
We'll say it just lands on you. The blade doesn't hit you, but it lands on you. You will have to get it off of you to get up the, shove it off with a force because it's a very heavy robot.
Okay.
And, get it off of you to get up the stairs. You do have your 12 successes, however,
Okay.
which means that WR turns to face Marcus. You think you've stopped me? I'll take you with us. And he manipulates the control panel that he's at. The ship lists heavily to the left, You all kind of take a tumble, and you see a neighborhood out the window, Marcus. You look, there's a neighborhood. The ship starts nose diving straight down.
Oh, I don't think so.
Button.
So, using my pride, my machines will one day conquer the world. I rear back on the Nerf gun, holding it like a club, and lob it directly at the controls of where WR is at. Hopefully, destroying the controls, throwing us off course of the neighborhood, and potentially sending an electric shock from the console up through the gun into WR.
I love it. I love it. It's outlandish and wild and crazy. I love it. Do
Really
it.
cool.
I will even use the remainder of the dice pool for it.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. This is the last blast effort here, literally.
So what am I rolling?
You're gonna roll a force because you're throwing something.
Okay. Plus my pride, which I'm going to use that as
An
an automatic
Success.
success. Plus the 6 dice, so I just... Okay, so we got 2 successes in total.
2 successes. And your goal was to hit the console, not WR, right?
Correct.
All right. Yes, you hit the console. It sparks and arcs, and everyone's gonna have to make a move roll to catch themselves as this violent eruption of electricity happens on the bridge, sizzling everything. Thrasher dives to the floor as fires erupt on all the panels. The ship comes to The ship comes to an abrupt and hard stop.
I'm still under that other robot, so.
Okay, yep, you're still under the robot. WR turns around slowly, staring at you, Marcus. It looks like he's crying. He is very sad. He's crying. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you stop me from the one dream that I have always had? I just want to be
Because
with
you're
her.
stopping my dream.
Yeah, I just want to be with her.
Then go be with her by yourself. And the quickest way to do that is for you to die because she's dead.
Rust-colored tears streaking down WR's face. He is obviously very upset. His kind of shoulder pads of the coat that he's wearing, the lab coat, they droop. Well, and you hear explosions happen. It feels like the engines are starting to explode. It probably overloaded the engineering console, you think. He said, well, you've doomed us all. Now we're going to fall out of the sky. There's nothing I can do to save us from here.
You might not be able to do something, but I can. That's the difference between a human and a robot. I can adapt. You can't.
I'm just
Alright.
envisioning how much time you have in between. You're saying this as switch
Yeah,
all drunk.
The ship is starting to fall. You're several hundred feet in the air. Liv, you're pinned by this robot. You can kind of get a force to get it off of you.
All right, well, I will roll a force then. Nope. Oh,
It might be better to have that cushion for when you hit the roof.
You haven't started to fall that quickly yet.
Okay.
Linda, what are you doing as you feel the ship starting to list? You hear the explosions.
I
They're
don't
coming
know.
from
Like
the other side of that door where you are. There, you could just hear just violent explosions. The door starts to kind of buckle a little bit from the force of the explosions.
well, if that's happening, would I be able to maybe bash that little ball robot like up against the door or something to try and open it and wedge it open?
The door where you were headed,
Yeah.
that's where the explosions are coming from.
I don't want to go into that. Oh, I
I
thought
mean,
it
that's
was
your
something.
call. You can totally do that. If you want to try to beat the robot into the exploding door.
No, you talked me out of it. I feel like I should run back. Okay.
All right.
I'll try and find something to keep myself safe. Is there anything around that could be like soft, or is there a box or a crate or something that I can get myself into to shield myself, or do I just, if not, I'll just start to run straight back to where I know Liv and Marcus are.
Yeah, so you start running back, and of course you've been met with closed doors blocking your path,
Yeah.
and you have to kind of maze your way around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get back to the bottom of the stairs, and you look, you see your scooter still laying in the entryway, and the entrance door, looks like all the eruptions of explosions and shifting and tilting. It's maybe knocked the door open. It's swinging open and closed.
I'll get on my little scooter, but I'm gonna.
I was gonna tell you one more thing.
Oh,
As you turn to go towards the exit, you see Liv laying on the floor at the bottom of the stairs at the end of the hallway.
Liv, what's? Let me help. Can I try and help her up? Can I
Yeah, you run to
first
Liv.
aid?
Marcus, you hear Linda, Liv, crying out for Liv from the bottom of the stairs, and you hear footsteps running down the hall. All the robots in the room are now disabled. It seems like your plan worked, Marcus. It's overwhelmed WR to the point where he just has given up on his plot and plan.
I'd look over towards Thrasher. Go help the girls.
Yeah, man, right away. And he bails down the stairs. You hear heavy footsteps behind you, Linda, and you turn and you see Thrasher running down the hallway. Liv, you see your
Why are
hero.
you here? Okay. Help! Look at Liv. Look how lovely she is. And she's dead. She's dying. Or she's dead. I'm not sure which yet.
I'm not dead, but
Good.
Thrasher, you're gonna save me, right?
Go on, Thrasher.
Of course, Liv. Of course, Liv. I'm here for you. You know I have to find the right tune for this.
I'm gonna start like walking back slowly.
Linda turns. Liv, Thrasher leans over to pick the robot up. His long hair curls, the dark curls of his hair fall into your face. And you're overwhelmed with emotion. And he leans down, picks the robot up, and tosses it off of you effortlessly. He stares at you for a moment. There's that moment. Do you take the moment? Do you sit up and kiss him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I do.
Oh, that's great. You plant one on Thrasher.
Just gonna go, as I kind of walk backwards.
He scoops you up in his arms, tosses his hair back out of his eyes. I got you, Liv. Let's get you home. Turns down the hallway and walks sideways to not knock your head into the walls. Marcus, what are you doing?
We're still falling out of the sky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so
All
like,
like slow motion.
No, I'm still up on the bridge, just looking at WR. I'm like, So what are you gonna do next? You gonna self-destruct and be with Lena? Or you're gonna get out of my way or even help me prevent a massive calamity?
It'll be
I'm
fine,
gonna join
Marcus.
Marcus.
There's nothing under us. This is my fate. I shall join Lena.
Then you go down with the ship.
As any good
Later,
captain should.
losers. As I turn and run.
Turn and run. All right. Everybody heading for your scooters. Liv, you're being carried, so you'll need to roll for Thrasher. Make move rolls to get out of the ship in time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. No.
And I'm gonna like pop my leather jacket just to look that much better for him.
Yeah, of course.
Here
you
we
do.
go. One success. Woo.
One success.
It's a good thing we weren't counting ones because I got 5 ones.
Yeah, it's a good thing that ones don't offset successes. That
Yeah.
would be a neat
Yeah.
mechanic in this game.
That would be
To
almost
make it
impossible.
harder, it would definitely make it harder.
Oh.
All right. Linda, you make it there. Marcus, how many successes did you get?
One.
One. All right. Linda, you make it back to the intersection. You see Marcus go flying past you. Liv and Thrasher come around the corner, ducking in. They're all looking at you. Come on, Linda, hurry! The ship lists to the door side. You two
I've
jump
got a
on
cramp.
You jump on your scooters.
Okay, I didn't get my move roll.
Nope.
So what is that?
You're turning the corner. They just outran you to the scooters. So you got to make another move roll to get to your scooter as the ship. Marcus and Liv, Thrasher are on the scooters, looking back. You're pleading with Linda? Come on, come on!
Move it already.
Linda!
And you have to make a choice, Marcus and Liv, to go and save yourselves and leave Linda behind as the window of opportunity is closing to get out of the ship. You see the ground is coming up very fast.
I can use a luck point though, right? Can I could use luck.
Yeah.
How do I do that? I'm just re-rolling the
Reroll any failed success.
Yeah.
Failed dice. Yeah.
I got one.
Got one.
My-
Cool. What does this look like? They're on the scooters looking back. Linda, you break into the slow motion sprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ship
I'm gonna
rolls.
say that I run and jump onto the scooter so that it's not that I'm riding it like this, it's that I'm like surfing on it, Indiana Jones style.
Well, right now there's only 2 scooters, Liv and Thrasher.
Oh,
are on one.
really?
So
Oh.
you jump on the back
Well,
onto
okay.
my
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'll just hang on to like
Okay.
to the base of your one, Marcus.
And as soon as she jumped on, it pushed us out of the
Mhm.
door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Started to nosedive a little bit. I'm like, oh crap,
It's
oh crap.
incredibly ungracious and it's not very cool, but I'll write it up better later.
Of course. Yeah, so you jump on just in time. The ship lists heavily to the exit side, kind of dumping you all out the door. You hit the power buttons on the scooters, just making clear. You see the ship land back into the scrapyard, almost upside down in the huge lake of mosquito breeding grounds. A thunderous explosion of ground erupts around it, water splashing up, cascading back down onto the ship. All the robots that were around are lifeless, not moving. The humans running scared, as they have no idea why they were even there. It looks like you all land a short distance away.
And the humans saw us, didn't they?
No,
Oh.
no, they didn't see you actually. They were all just running for their lives. And as you land a short distance away, watching the steam and the smoke rise from the shipwreck in the junkyard, what do? Let's kind of bring this in. What are y'all doing?
Just as a side note for anybody wondering, so Thrasher has very strong Eddie Munson vibes. So just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would like hug Thrasher super closely. Thank you so much. You saved me.
Of course, Liv. Well, I don't think your dad would let me live it down if I didn't bring you home in one piece. He might even fire me. So... He kind of
this is nice.
kind of ruffles your hair a little bit. And he goes, "Keep practicing those chords."
Swoon.
Cute. I'd like to sketch a little picture of this because it's gonna go on the front of the school paper. This lovely little scene with all the people sort of running from all these different areas, the mozzies sort of flinging up, and this little sort of like romantic moment in the destruction. It's quite
As
beautiful.
I turn and just slowly start walking away, saying, "This is all crap."
Embodying the cool guys don't look at explosions kind of look.
Yeah.
Just as the dust and mud and water is just like raining back down in the background. Awesome. So yeah, you sketch out your drawing. Liv, you walk back. Thrasher gets you home. Marcus, you get home. A couple of days go by. You guys don't hear anything on the news about this. There's nothing, no stories. You know, Ing Marie is sent back home to her regular district. The case is closed as just an unsolved mystery kind of case. In the next few days, pretty normal. What's going on for y'all in these few days? Liv, you've been to the doctor. It's just a bad sprain, nothing broken. Let's start with you at home. The next few days, the weekend is come and gone. What's home life like now?
For Liv?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I can't really practice my my instruments while I have the sprained ankle because I can't stand up, and the drums require double bass, so I can't use my foot to get the right drum going. So I'm stuck watching TV, but I'm trying very hard to like guilt my dad into like spending time with me and being like, "But Dad, why won't you come watch TV with me? I'm hurt. I can't go anywhere. Sandra needs to go to work. She can't stay."
Yeah, and Sandra does go to work every day at the newspaper. And yeah, your dad hangs out with you for the first time in a long time because you are injured. He needs to take care of his little girl, you know, and he'll hang out there, whatever you want. You know, he makes it happen for you.
Ask Thrasher to come visit me, Dad.
Okay, Liv, you know, I'm just glad he was there for you and he said you fell down that hill. I'm glad he was in the area.
Yeah, he saved me, Dad.
He's a good guy, that Thrasher. He's a real good guy.
Yes, he is.
Awesome.
Swoon.
Nice. And Linda, let's jump to Linda's home life. Yeah, I'm gonna guess you've been writing this story, right?
Yeah, I think Linda's got a better sense of this whole thing now. I think she thinks it's a little bit bigger than the paper. She's starting to write up a screenplay of the whole scenario. It's you know, suitably dramatic. We got the romance, we have the tragedy, we have the ethical dilemmas, the comedy, you know. So it's got everything. And Linda's planning to ask Liv to help write the musical version. But at the moment, she's trying to get a serialized thing going in the newspaper. But really, we're working on the screenplay at this point.
Awesome. So, not giving it to the paper, huh?
We're giving some to the paper, but we're holding back the big stuff. No one's taking me seriously. I'm trying my best to get my family to stop feeding me, because I don't trust the food. We didn't.
You're still scarred from the.
We're still, yeah. So my family think that I'm developing some sort of issue. And they're not understanding that I genuinely just don't want to eat nanites. They're not understanding, so we're kind of having a bit of a falling out.
Okay. So yeah, does Linda develop an eating disorder out of this? Interesting. It's an interesting way to go with that.
That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
But actually, it's a really logical, little
Reaction.
feud. Yeah, I think
absolutely.
so. So she started with some sort of compulsions to wash and to dry in all of her food, thinking that might work or whatever it is to eat. while she sits alone and writes her screenplay. Poor Linda.
Poor Linda. How about Marcus? You've got Isaac to take care of now.
Yep, I went and retrieved Isaac, brought him back to the barn, and basically when I'm not in school, I've been working on understanding his programming better, and he has been helping me to understand the functionality of all the nanites that we were able to collect because of the contaminated food that my grandmother had brought back, and just slowly working on the plans of world domination without letting Isaac know that I'm trying to take over the entire world.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he would try to stop me in this point until I get him reprogrammed.
Yeah, as you're doing that, you stumble across a video saved in Isaac's memory banks, and it takes you back. You play it, and it starts with Isaac's eye-mounted camera kind of rotating around. And it's the kitchen at Lena's house. You recognize it immediately as soon as you see it.
Oh.
And there you see Lena and Wagner kind of struggling back and forth, right? You didn't see this video before. This is something new you haven't seen. And about the time Isaac takes a step forward, looks like he's going to intervene, this metal rod shoots out of Wagner's arm, hitting Isaac, and the screen goes black. And then you hear the audio thud. But that must have been what happened to Isaac. He said that he was attacked by Wagner, but you never saw what happened. So, couple of days further go by. You each get a letter from Microlex. It's addressed to you, and it's from the headman at Microlex. He's the only one that actually seems to give any credence to your story at all, and he tells you in the letter, it's basically a do not mention us kind of non-disclosure agreement.
Cease and desist, or our lawyers will be in contact.
Basically, if you tell anyone that Microlex was involved at all, we will sue you, blah, 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 blah. So, all that. But then there is also a paragraph of thanks for stopping this before it spread too far, and our technology was recognized by others. It could have ruined us. Here are 50 shares each in Microlex. So they have given you all stock options in Microlex. You all have 50 shares of Microlex. So
In an up and coming company that's
yeah.
going to be on the verge of a whole bunch of other stuff. I replied back to the letter saying, does this mean I can have a job when I graduate high school?
Oh, we'll have to see if that happens. We'll have to see if that happens for Marcus. He could be headhunted by Microlex. It would make sense. Also, the Loop would probably be looking at Marcus. By the way, did you undo your reversing couplers on the Gravitron, or did you leave them in place?
I left them in place.
Okay. Okay.
What
Yep.
does that mean?
Next to the note that has all our names on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
there may be a visit from some security folks at the Loop as well to each of you.
Oops.
You'll have to explain yourselves and what you were doing down there. They'll visit each of you individually.
And I use my charm to try to convince them that, do I look like I understand technology? How would I have gotten down there?
Yes, well, your name is here on this sheet of paper that says, if we die, please erect statues of us. What was going on? And you know,
Somebody's trying to frame me. Somebody's trying to frame me and my friends. The only logical explanation. How do you think kids are going to get down there?
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. Yeah, you kids don't look all that bright to us.
Asshole.
Sorry to have bothered you. We'll if you hear anything, just let us know. They'll move on to Linda's house. Same
And
kind
I
of
flip
thing.
them off as soon as they turn their backs.
Of course you do.
And I'm gonna say, yeah, we save the world. Yeah. When are you gonna make a statue? And I say, see, Mum, see, I was right, and it's in our food. Don't eat.
They kind
I've
of
got a letter.
whisper to each other.
And I've even got shares. I've got shares in Microlex, or whatever it's called. I've got shares now, Mum. Listen to me.
Yeah, they kind of whisper to each other, and they look at your mom and say, "Ma'am, can we speak to you privately, please?" And they go off into the kitchen.
You don't need to do it, Mum. Not without a lawyer. Protect yourself. These guys are rogue.
And then she goes off into the kitchen with them. They talk about something, and they come back and they say, "All right, well, thank you for your time," and they leave. They're headed over to Marcus's next. Any parting words, Linda, for the Loop security that come to visit?
Go F yourselves. But like a nicer way.
Nice.
Do one. Don't come back here. I don't know. I've got more bullets. Robots.
Oh yeah, you call them robots. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Marcus, you're out in the barn, let's say, working. It's the afternoon, and you hear tires on the gravel rolling up. You look out and see the familiar logo of the Loop on the side of the vehicle. This is not a service vehicle, however. This is a black sedan, dark tinted windows. Car pulls up to a stop outside the barn, and the doors swing open. And two well-dressed men step out. They don't walk to the house, they walk straight to the barn. You knew this day was coming. Eventually, one day, all of this debauchery might catch up with you. And they call out,
What do you want?
"Are you Marcus?"
Maybe.
We have some questions we'd like to ask you about something we found in one of our service tunnels.
What are you talking about, Redicop?
Nice. Where'd you get that robot? Looks familiar.
Again, what do you want, Redicop?
Where'd you get the robot? First of all.
It's none of your damn business. It's mine.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. What do you know about the service tunnel H112?
What now?
The service tunnel. What would your name have been doing on a note in the service tunnel?
I have no clue. I didn't write no note.
Yeah, well, we found some engineering things down there. Your name was on a note. One of your friends said it was all real, that y'all were trying to save the world, and how'd you even get in there?
You're not the brightest one of the bunch, are you?
They kind of look back at the car. The rear door opens, and an old man with graying hair steps out. He's casually business dressed. He walks forward. Guys, I got this. It's real chill, kind of laid back. So, Marcus, how would you like a job?
You have my attention.
You're obviously a very talented individual at your age, and we like to seek that out in people. We know you were in service tunnels. Your friends have already told us. But what you did, the way that you engineered the reverse power couplings to the Graviton loop feed, I've never seen anyone do anything quite so haphazardly, but yet effectively before. There was an individual in the past that was quite gifted like you. She's sadly no longer with us, but that does leave us a void for this kind of scientific breakthrough and thought process. If you're interested, here's my card. And he hands you a business card. His name and a phone number on it, and the logo of the loop. It says Operations Director. Just give me a call if you're interested. Take some time, think about it, talk to your family.
Why do I need to talk to them?
Minor. You need to, get parental approval. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for you. Give me a call when you've made up your mind.
As I take the card, put it in my pocket. As I turn around and just look over my shoulder, get off my property. As I walk into the barn.
Awesome. Perfect, Marcus. I love it. Yeah, they turn and head back to the car. They pull away, and your grandma comes out. Who was that, Marcus?
Potential, Grandma. Potential.
Oh. Well, it's about time you're going to make something of yourself instead of all this scrap junk out. Oh. She turns and goes back in.
Dinner's in an hour.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. Awesome. I don't think I can milk any more out of this one, y'all. I think we've done it. And a little early, I knew it was going to be kind of short. There were a couple spots that y'all did not investigate, and we could kind of run through those real quick if y'all wanted to know what they were, and what you would have learned had you gone.
Yeah.
Cool. So at the supermarket, had you gone to the supermarket, you would have run into Miss Nina Belfrag, who was the owner and operator of the supermarket. She would have tried to stop you from poking around and talking to things, but you would have learned that there was a robot there that you could have tried to convince to go against WR. He was there injecting WR into the tops of milk cartons with a hypodermic needle, so it would have been pretty easy to see what he was doing. You could have his name was Fenris, and you could have tried to charm or empathize with him, convince him to turn against Wagner.
That's cool.
Wagner.
That's cool.
Then you would have had a little more help going in.
Should have done that.
You also would have learned the plan that Wagner had to crash the ship if he was, overpowered or overcome or was not successful in his. Furnace knew that. Hugin and Mugen, he would have told you also about the meeting in the meadow, which you already knew about the meeting in the meadow. What else?
It's funny. We would have learned that he was going to crash the ship when part of my plan was to crash the ship.
Crash the ship.
Yeah. The other place you didn't go was you did not go to the police. You never went to the police station. Inspector Ing Marie would have been the one adult to believe you.
And
she would have outfitted you with anything you needed to help stop this from happening. From
what?
Vehicles to firearms to anything you needed, she would have given you 100% support. The same thing with the security guards at Microlex. Had you asked for specific things, specific resources, they would have outfitted you with those resources.
Damn it!
I thought we had to ask them. Did we not?
I asked them for information.
You asked for a gun. One of us asked for a gun, and they said no.
Liv did, and she
Yeah,
got
that's
that
true.
taser rod.
That's true.
Yeah,
they gave me a
that's
taser rod and the packet of information. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But had you gotten into Lena's office, you would have gotten even more information about WR, how it works, how to stop it. Because
whatever, woulda, coulda. Like they were frog marching aside. What are we gonna do? Like, I'm happy with our efforts. I do think the supermarket it would have been. We definitely should have sorted that out. But I wouldn't. Even you're telling me this now that the police would have outfitted us with everything we needed. I still don't even believe that.
Just Ing Marie. She would have gone around kind of, had you made the rolls, empathize and charm rolls, to talk her into helping you, she would have, because she believed that Lena was murdered by the robot. Because there was this long.
Yeah, we should have spoken to her.
You would have learned about the finger rod that Wagner has on his arm, and how it is very thin but punctured all the way through Lena's skull, from the front to the back, like execution style.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And she was convinced that this was the beginning of a robot revolution. So she was a very conspiracy-minded person and would have believed your theories.
Well, she's going to really enjoy the screenplay when it comes out.
Yes. Sounds like dog is barking. We must have a delivery. I have some things coming in today, so.
Well, there we go.
Let's see.
We go.
Did that. Isaac's video. Had you been able to explore more of the ship without Wagner's intervention, you would have found notes that he stole from Lena. Had you gone in the living quarters, you would have seen the walls were decorated with all the photos from Lena's house. Remember, they were all missing when you went there?
Yeah.
This is where they all were. They were in his living quarters. So he was worshiping Lena as a god. Like, and I think that's about all you would have learned. You didn't miss much. You did enough.
I think we did well.
I think you did very well. You did enough, and I pulled you along in the right areas to get you where you needed to be.
I think we nailed it. I think we absolutely nailed it.
And the way to beat this game is to have fewer players at the end, because that means there are fewer successes that you need.
Yeah.
Because had Parker been here, you would have needed 16, and if Ragnar had been here, you would have needed 20.
Oof.
successes. So total, like if you had 5 players total, you would need 20
Yeah.
successes. So having 3
Interesting.
players at the end really kind of worked in your favor. I thought about bumping it up a little bit, but I said no, let's see what happens. And then Marcus went and broke the end of the game with 5 or
Yeah.
7 successes.
7.
7 successes
Ridiculous.
out of the gate. So that was pretty awesome. Very clever role playing, very awesome.
Really enjoyed that.
Really well done. Thanks,
Really
BP.
fun.
I agree. Really well done to everyone. That's going to do it for Tales from the Loop for a little while. We do have our friends, the Machines, and other adventures. So we may be popping in to do some one-offs with those. If you'd like to play with us, join the Discord. Check out the Looking for Games channel. Let us know you'd like to play with us, and we'll see if we can't hook something up. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Welcome Home returns for what could be its final season. About a 15 to 17 episode story arc to wrap these characters up. Take them up almost, maybe we'll get really close to level 20 with some D&D characters in a 3-year campaign that we've been doing. It's been pretty awesome. Follow us there and get all caught up. You've got 5 hours to watch the last episode, which was about 3.5 hours. So you got time to catch up, get briefed on what happened last time. I might have to do that myself because it's been a minute. And then starting in September, I think we're looking at trying to get a Call of Cthulhu game started as well. So hang in there. We've got lots more to come. Tons and tons of stuff to do here with the United Adventure Company. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that bells to get notified every time we go live. Go back and watch this, clip out the fun parts, the things that you thought were awesome, share them in our Discord with us. Join the Patreon like Lord Thorin, Aaron, Nathan, and Two Wolf Design have done. Thank you so much for your continued patronage over these past months. We look forward to bringing you more content very, very soon. Hey, that's going to do it for us. Check out the merch store. Give these folks a round of applause. Good job to LK,
Well
to
done. Well
Lord
done.
Thorin, and to Asimov. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. It was a ton of fun to lead you through this
Thank
adventure.
you.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it did get, we kind of stretched it out from the original plan, but we're here. We made it to the end. Thank you all so much. I'm going to throw it back over to the trailer. So if anyone hasn't seen it, watch the trailer for tonight's Welcome Home game. But that's going to do it for us here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're the United Adventure Company. This has been Tales from the Loop, the 4 seasons of mad science. Until next time, everybody, stay out of our ships. Oh, that reminds me. You guys got to get your clubhouse back. That's another adventure.
Damn it!
See you next time, folks.
Homeless.
United Adventure Company presents, in its 3rd and final season, Welcome Home. Taking our adventurers to strange new lands. Introducing new foes and enemies. Revisiting the ancient homelands. Battling remembered monsters. Even the ones within ourselves. Our heroes find themselves in a new city, towers, and wonder. The forces of balance once again charge forth towards our heroes. Our heroes rise to meet them on the battlefield. Who shall conquer all? Who lays a finger on the scales of balance? Find out this and more on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/United Adventure Company.